Day 1, upper body push day. Start with the TRX straps. You're going to do a TRX Triceps Extension. To do this, make sure that the TRX straps are above your head and grab the straps. Allow your body weight to fall forward and then use the straps to push your body weight to a more standing position. You'll see the way it should look in the image here on the slide. You'll also find a tutorial. Watch that video there. I have an arrow pointed at it. It says TRX Triceps Extension. What are you going to do? Slow reps. Try about 10 to 15 and do about 3 sets of those. What are you going to get from the TRX Triceps Extension? A great upper body push exercise. It's a skill that is going to help with strengthening your tricep muscles. There's a lot of other body benefits for this too. If you can imagine, your core is probably going to be quite engaged. You're going to get a deep stretch in your upper body, especially if you go slow in this. It's easy to modify this exercise to make it more or less difficult. To do so, you're going to just take a step back or step forward. Forward will make it easier.
Hey guys, I'm Thomas, and for my 2 exercises to talk about, I chose the dumbbell shoulder press and the preacher bicep curl. So these both work 2 parts of the upper body. One of them works your biceps and one of them works your shoulders. And the first one, the push exercise, is the dumbbell shoulder press. So what I would do is exactly what is pictured here, where I would hold each of the dumbbells right above my shoulder and I would have my elbows pointing out, and I would slowly move them up and then slowly move them down, and have my palms facing forwards instead of facing my ears. And I would do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. So at least one of those sets would be to failure, making sure that I'm not able to do another rep. And the other 2 sets, they don't need to be to failure because you could risk overworking, but they should be at least 1 rep or 2 reps away from failure to make sure that you're really pushing yourself. And that's going to target the anterior deltoids.
The close grip bench press is a compound exercise that targets the triceps with secondary engagement of chest and shoulders. Unlike the regular bench press we will be used to, you have to get your hands closer than the shoulder width apart, and you have to get your elbows more closer to your body for more tricep engagement. The tip to this is you have to keep your wrist at a neutral position and avoid flying your elbows. When lifting heavier, you have to also find a spotter. For strength training, you have to get 4 to 6 sets in 3 to 6 reps with load management of 70 to 85%. With hypertrophy, you have to get 3 to 4 sets in 6 to 12 reps with 67 to 85%. And then finally, there's endurance with 3 to 4 sets and 12 to 15 reps, with light load management of 67 or lower.
My name is Byrnes. Today I'll be going over the exercises I chose for upper body pull and push. Starting off, we got our push. I chose pull downs just because it's nice and simple and it does get the job done. It works on the biceps and allows you to actually, feel it the most. It's really an easy workout that you can't mess up. So what this means is when you go to any lat down pull machine, depending on if it's the one with or without the seat, set the pin to the top or how high you ever need it. I recommend putting it on a roach attachment just because it's just better in my opinion. But choose whatever attachment feels better to you, or if you're trying to not isolate, if you're trying to work specific muscles in your bicep, choose an attachment that caters to that. Once you got your machine set up with your weight, you want to keep a nice firm base, and keep your arms down to your side, almost like little T-Rex hands. Once you do this, the first motion is pulling all the way down to straighten your arm. Keeping your arms tucked in and controlling that is really beneficial because you don't want the weight pulling or pushing you. You want to be able to control that. Once you feel a nice squeeze or tension in your bicep going down, you want to slowly bring it back up. You don't want that weight controlling you. You want to be able to control it, and it also helps build strength. You're going to do 3 sets of 12. Also, in the meantime, you're going to superset with our pull exercise, which is bent over rows.
Hello, day 2. It's upper body pull day. You're going to start with the TRX straps. This first exercise is a TRX I-Y-T. It's a superset of 3 different movements. The shape of your body is going to be similar to an I, and then a Y, and then a T. You can see an example of how you're going to look in the images on the slide here. The first one, your body weight holding the straps is leaned back. You're going to pull your body so that you can create that shape. You're going to go back to a resting position, and then you're going to pull again to create the next shape, which is a Y, and then back to your resting position. To finish this superset from your resting position, draw your hands straight to your sides, creating a T shape. Move slowly in each of these movements. Do about 10 to 15 reps of each skill in about 3 sets. What are you going to get? With a superset, especially this exercise skill, you're going to strengthen your shoulders, back, arms, and your core. To create less tension, you're going to have more of a straight posture. For more tension, you want to walk your feet forward.
And then for the pull exercise, the preacher bicep curl is one of my favorites because it targets all parts of the biceps and it's not really targeting anything else. So because of that mat that you have that keeps your elbow in place, it prevents you from using other muscles. And I would do the same amount, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, 1 set to failure, and the other sets, 1 rep from failure. And all you do is just keep your elbow locked in position and pretty much keep your whole body locked in position except for your forearms, and have your forearms move up and down with the power of your bicep muscles, and do that slowly and with good form, and do as many reps as you can, and have it to be a weight where that ends up being 8 to 12 reps. And that's going to wrap up my part of the presentation, the preacher bicep curl and the dumbbell shoulder.
And then there's the pull day with the concentration bench curls. The concentration bench curls is an isolation exercise focused on biceps. With this exercise, you set your arms on a platform anchoring your arm. With this, you can perform bicep curls slowly, lowering your arm and then pulling it back with all your might repeatedly. The tips to this is avoid swinging the dumbbell to ensure proper bicep engagement and maintain good posture by keeping your back straight and core engaged. The strength requires 4 to 5 sets with 6 to 8 reps for strength. Hypertrophy for hypertrophy is 3 to 4 sets and 6 to 8 reps. And then for endurance is 3 to 4 sets and 10 to 12 reps.
We're going to superset with our pull exercise, which is bent over rows. Now for bent over rows, you can do these a couple different ways. You can do bent over rows with a bar or dumbbells. I recommend bar, but if you want to do some more like stability work, I would recommend dumbbells. So from a hanging position, once you have your bar in your hand, you want to push your hips back so you get a natural bend in your body, almost like a hip hinge. Once you do that, we got to emphasize keeping our chest up. The analogy I like to use is Imagine there's words on your shirt, or if there is words on your shirt, keep your chest up so anybody in front of you can clearly read whatever is on your shirt. This has helped me a lot, especially being able to keep my spine straight and prevent and decrease the chance of any injuries. This is super beneficial, and it actually help the exercise work more. So once you have your bending your hips and your chest up, you're gonna drive your arms all the way up to your chest or belly button, and you want a nice big squeeze at the top of your back, like you're trying to break an egg. Once you feel that nice squeeze, you're gonna lower it slowly. You don't want the weight controlling you for any type of exercise. And once you get back to a nice hanging position and your arms is straight, you want to explode back up for that nice squeeze. You're gonna do 3 sets of 12 with these. Now, a couple helpful tips is drinking water and eating. These are super beneficial because drinking water prevents cramping, and it also makes you feel better when you're working out. And eating prevents fatigue and actually gives you the energy to complete any workouts. So the analogy I like, whenever I work out, I like to use analogies. The analogy I use for drinking and eating water is like a car. Your body's like a car, and drinking water is like the oil, and eating food is like the gas. You can't do both. Like, you have to have both in order to have your car running. So when you drink water, if you don't drink water, your joints, your gears start to lock up. You start to cramp. It starts to get a little sticky in there, and it's hard to move. So that's why drinking water is beneficial. Eating, on the other hand, that's what keeps you going. You can't drive a car if without no gas, it won't go nowhere. So I like to use that analogy when it comes to exercise because eating and drinking water is super important. Warming up is also another big thing. Before a workout, you want to warm up with lightweight or low intensity workouts. What I mean by lightweight is, say for example, you have a bench or a squat day. You might do a couple practice reps with no weight or lightweight to really activate the movement and make sure your technique is good. Low intensity workouts such as 15 minutes on the treadmill or Stairmaster, or a light jog before your workout that really gets your blood pumping and oxygen flowing to your muscles to perform, are really beneficial. Doing these type of warm-ups before any type of exercise can decrease the chance of injury or tearing certain joints or muscles. This helps you perform better and experience a better quality workout.